Hello, all you archaeologists. I'm the John Struct, sometimes known as John Proxy. I guess if I keep saying that, I will also be just known as that. I guess I've just extended the intro a little bit more. I'm having an AI Somnium Files adventure, although I plan to not be awake all night playing it. I definitely won't. But yeah, I think we just did a Somnium, one of those Somni things. Yeah, I mean, this is our recap here. He had a knife. We put him in the machine. We saw his dreams. We learned his secrets.
What were you thinking? You can only stay in Somnium for 6 minutes. Any longer and you risk getting your mind completely taken over by the subject.
I know.
No, you clearly don't. This isn't just about you, Dante. If your consciousness erodes inside of Somnium, you put the subject in danger as well.
If I may? Fortunately, there were no abnormalities detected in the brainwaves after the sync.
There you go, it was fun.
Dante and Ota both read normal. Although, the timing was really close.
What was I supposed to do? You saw it, boss. You too, Pewter. I was about to see the culprit's face.
That's not true. We've already established that it could be, like, the people aren't necessarily in the correct places.
We need to verify that Ota did, in fact, see the culprit's face. That's the only way it could have ended up in his Somnium.
Well, Ota?
Huh?
You saw the killer's face at the warehouse, didn't you?
I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't see their face. If I did, I would have told you guys already.
You see?
I mean, I did try to get a look at them when the polar bear fell over. They looked like they were knocked out, so I tried to grab the head part. But as soon as I did, I got stabbed in my gut.
That is what we witnessed in his Somnium.
Yeah.
Look at this steel shelf. I opened it up. It's stuffed with mysterious mushrooms. Metal shelf by the wall. Look at this monitor. It's on. Different strings of characters and numbers continue to scroll on the monitor. Yeah, well, what about... Oh, sorry, that was great. The CRT monitors. That's what they are. There's the sync machine. You can see the sync machine through the window. It's a binder. It's a binder. It's the sync manual. So long.
I wish I could climb up on that table and fly around the world on it with Tessa.
You see, by clicking about the room, we got extra
What
content.
kind of fantasy is that?
Yeah, why the table? Many objects are scattered on the table. A locker.
Watching you forever and ever.
Hey, did you hear something just now?
I did not. Perhaps you're imagining it.
Uh-huh. I'm assuming it's a joke. Offer a genuine apology.
I know it was dangerous to sink past the time limit. That was my fault, and I'm sorry.
Are you really sorry?
Yes.
That was a genuine apology.
Then you owe me some Dom P at my favorite club in Kabukicho. Or, you can lick my shoes. Either or.
I feel like you're abusing your position of power. I vowed never to apologize for anything ever again. About my brainwaves and Ota's.
It's all right. As I mentioned earlier, both your brainwaves are normal. However, I'm sure there was some overload. You should go home and get some rest.
He's calm as usual. Boss looks more upset than angry right now. There's a door. Door leads to the sink room. Ota. How are you feeling?
I've been better. I'm still a little drowsy.
What about your stab wound?
My what? Oh! Oh, it hurts. It started acting up suddenly. Ow! It's because you grabbed me and forced me to come here, Dante!
Don't blame me, that was Boss.
I'll sue you for this!
Oh, come on.
Or, how about this?
I don't know what country. They're in Japan, so maybe you can sue Japanese police officers. I know in America you can't sue American police officers because they're covered by a particular thingamajig that prevents it. I can't remember the name. Like something immunity.
Get me one of the straws Tessa used, and I won't sue you.
I see Ota is back to his healthy self.
I've forgotten what type of immunity it is.
Guess so.
Why were you about the hook and the polar bear's leg?
Ota, let me ask you something. When you were fighting the polar bear back at the warehouse...
Okay. Him hiding the knife might be a good idea, because if it's his mum's knife, and that's the reason he's hiding it, but then that's got to be, you know, that's got to be a, red herring, surely.
Did the crane hook get stuck on the polar bear's leg?
Now that you mention it, maybe it did.
Maybe?
It's like I told you. I don't really remember much. With all the tension and excitement and fear and adrenaline, my mind just went blank. But now that we're talking about it, I remember. Yeah, no doubt about it.
You see, we might have just accidentally put the idea in his head.
The crane hook got stuck on the polar bear's left leg. And then, when the hook got pulled out, blood sprayed all over.
Dante, I checked all of the hospitals in the metropolitan area. None have a record of a patient admitted after 3 a.m. with a wound to the left leg.
If what I saw in Somnium is how it happened in real life, that was a deep wound. He definitely would have needed first aid.
Perhaps a friend or accomplice helped them.
You think there are multiple killers?
That is not what I said. They may have helped the culprit, but not necessarily been involved in the crimes.
I relayed the information to Boss and Pewter. Why were you hiding a knife in your room?
Because I was scared.
Oh, it's the normal knife.
Scared?
The killer could come here to finish the job.
But you didn't get a good look at their face, right?
But they don't know that. I had it prepared just in case. You know what I'm talking about, right, Dante? Preparing in advance in case you might need it. Like making sure your room is nice and clean before you go to a party. Oh, sorry. You probably don't have any experience with that.
I have more experience than you.
Stop arguing with the child.
So we know that the culprit has a deep wound on their left leg. That information could be crucial in catching them.
Dante, get out there. Look for people with an injured left leg.
Just go outside and look for people with injured legs.
How exactly?
Can't you just go ask around or something?
You're supposed to be, like, good at this, right?
Are you serious? Do you know how many people live in this city?
Also, I'm supposed to go home and rest.
Dante, what is the matter?
Why would you fall off the chair?
Dante, are you
We're
all right?
already in a stable position. I know it's more dramatic, but, like... You know what I mean? Like, why... You'd have to be off leaning... You'd think they'd have good chairs as well. Do we have sound? I do. I should always check. Okay, I might turn it up a little then.
Hey, this is...
More.
Oh, you're alive.
Yay.
Mizuki? What happened?
You drank too much at the club and passed out.
Liar. I remember everything until I collapsed in the control room.
You did something dangerous during the sink last night, didn't you?
Okay, so I am passively quieter, louder than the music. Let's put it down a little bit. Okay.
Your brain got overloaded and you passed out. That's what Pewter and Boss said.
You met them?
They brought you over. They said to let you sleep it off because you were tired from the investigation.
But yeah, but they didn't need to... Oh, no, she knows about the machine. So they've met before then. We've got a file cabinet. It's a small filing cabinet. I keep a bunch of documents there. It's a large speaker. It's large speakers. Speakers themselves are actually mostly hollow. Audio equipment for an audiophile. Cookboard. There's a cookboard on the wall. A PC. A desk. A trash can. One-seater sofa. A bench press. A big window. It's Adorabbit, a stuffed rabbit. Gave it to Mizuki on her birthday. One, I'm not sure, but one of them. Mizuki's bed. There's a free-seat sofa in the center of the room. The entrance. My refrigerator. A kitchen. It's a pot. Seasoning and cooking sake. That's a thing. Cooking sake. Frying pan. A frying pan. An oven hood. And this foopy dude knows where his towel is hanging. Don't you have school?
I'm off today.
Why? Today is Tuesday. You should have school.
You really can be an insensitive jerk, can't you? Taking the day off for mourning.
I see.
Where is Ota?
He probably went back to the hospital.
Boss told Mizuki about Ota being synced. And about what happened at the cold storage warehouse.
Why? That's got nothing to do... Well, I mean, it has something to do with that, but she shouldn't tell us stuff about an ongoing investigation.
Why did she tell her all that?
Mizuki was asking about the status of the investigation. The girl has lost both her parents. I am sure Boss felt that she deserved to know.
Yeah, after the investigations ended. Did Boss and Pewter say anything?
Oh, Dante's brain is rotting away. He won't last long now. You should probably prepare for a funeral soon.
So they told you I'm completely fine, huh?
I detect no noticeable damage to your brain. You should not have any issue continuing the investigation.
Yay. Time to get back to the investigation.
Hey, will you take me with you?
I told you
Yeah.
yesterday, Mizuki. I won't put you in danger like that.
But you're close to catching the culprit, right? The killer has an injury on their left leg. Boss said you need to find them. Let me help you.
How?
No, you stay here.
I mean, she's got magical strength, but apart from that, how?
Dante, don't you know how I feel? My parents are dead. I saw their bodies with my own eyes.
Yeah, because you came along to an investigation when you shouldn't have.
If I don't do something, I'm going to go crazy. Dante, please.
Mizuki.
Dante, consider Mizuki's feelings.
I am. Last time she came with us, she saw a dead relative. That was bad.
She is lonely.
Somebody should be with her, sure.
Mizuki has not been with Renju and Shoko for 4 years. But clearly, she still feels a bond to them. A bond that was broken by the murderer. With her parents gone, Mizuki has almost no one. She can only depend on one person now.
Ota.
You know to whom I am referring.
Ota? Okay, let's find Ota. Tell Mizuki that you'll take her with you to see Ota and hang out with Ota. He's probably not the murderer.
Fine, let's go.
You're gonna take me?
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you, Dante.
I got up, grabbed the towel from the sink and tossed it at Mizuki.
Here, wipe your tears. We're heading out.
Mizuki quickly dabbed her eyes with the towel and smiled weakly.
Dante, I must admit I am at a disadvantage. The clue that the culprit is injured on their left leg does not help me narrow down suspects significantly.
Whose hand is that?
We need to revisit the scene. It's possible that we might find the culprit at one of the crime scenes.
Or ask around the city for further information.
Go where it all began, shall we? Bloom Park.
I remember telling you before that Bloom Park is an important part of my memories. Before it shut down, I came here a lot with Daddy and Mom. They fought a lot, but sometimes they got along. Whenever we were here, it was one of those sometimes days. I remember it clearly. I was just a little girl, but it was so rare to see them laughing together.
You're still a little girl. Bloody children reminiscing in Japanese games.
That's why I remember it so well. I remember riding the merry-go-round like this. Mom was standing right next to me. She was holding me, so I wouldn't fall.
Horse. Merry-go-round horse. Pole. Not a pole. Barrier. Holographic caution tape. It all seems very silly to me. Control rooms. Control. This is where the staff would run the merry-go-round. I've probably done all this already. There's a fence around the merry-go-round. But potentially this is where the clue is, so... Column. Last Friday I found Mizuki inside the central column. Where was Renju when you were on the horse?
Daddy was on the outside taking pictures of me and Mom. He was on the other side of the fence with an old camera. Every time we passed in front of him, Mom and I would wave our hands. We sound like a happy family, huh?
He must have gotten good pictures.
No, actually. We tried developing them at the park, but they came out all blurry and out of focus. But Mom wasn't mad or upset or anything. She just started laughing. That might have been the first and last time the three of us laughed out loud together.
You'd think they'd have better cameras in this, world. Roof. Roof on the merry-go-round. There's a hole in it now from the years of weathering. Oh, there's a hole. The sky is dark and depressing. Did you go on any other rides?
I couldn't get on many of them because I was so little. But I did ride the Ferris wheel. And the panda ride. They're kinda tame now, but at the time they were really fun.
That's a ride? What does it do?
I was having so much fun, it felt... wrong. Like it was too good to be true.
Right, I may have mentioned this before. I've got a load of photographs from me as a child. Not woodlands, even worse than that. Flambards, which is like... what's it called? Not a fairground. What's it called? You know, like you pay money and you go on rides, one of those things. But it's like, it's so small. It's like small. It's got a roller coaster, but the roller coaster, and I'm not kidding, by the way. There's a guess. Anyway, I'm sure that it's fine, but like every single picture of me, of which there are like 20, it's me in different like rides and stuff, just looking like the unhappiest child ever. Such a mopey child. Anyway, I just wanted to be inside. Have you come here before with friends?
Other than last Friday? Nope. I haven't. This place has been off limits for almost a decade. Even if it wasn't, I don't think I would want to come back here.
Why is that?
How can I explain it? I guess I just wanted to keep that memory beautiful. I didn't want to ruin it or replace it with another. But in the end, it was replaced with the worst memory possible.
Say nothing. It didn't say anything as Mizuki climbed down from the horse. Then she asked me something strange.
Hey, Dante.
That is strange.
How do you define family?
Well, that's also kind of strange.
Define it? You mean like being blood related?
That would mean you and I could never be family.
Ah. I think it's broken. Ah. Oh, no,
Well,
it's
I
not.
guess that's okay.
It's okay.
This is what I think. A family is a perfectly ordinary relationship in the most ordinary way.
No, I know the game's trying to be profound, but obviously families don't need to be related by blood. People adopt.
Huh?
Like, you say, I'm home, and you get a welcome home back. Doing those ordinary things automatically, without even thinking about it, is what a family is.
Hmm.
That's why maybe me and Mom and Daddy weren't able to be a family. Our whole lives, we never could be ordinary.
I mean, this goes without saying, but obviously that is considerably less common than one might think. And I don't mean the specific thing. I mean the entire idea that she's invoking.
Even if I tried my hardest to be normal, it would just be awkward.
I mean, consider all the people who come from broken homes.
Eventually, I got tired of trying. I killed them.
What?
I killed Mom and Daddy.
I'm assuming she means metaphorically. What are you saying?
I was never a good girl. I didn't listen to Mom. I couldn't do ordinary things. That's why Mom hit me. And why Mom and Daddy didn't get along. And why they got divorced. Then Mom had to start working. And start doing business with dangerous people.
Obviously, this goes without saying, but it's obviously not going to be the child's fault. Nobody should think that, but obviously a child might think that. I'm also in the sort of place where I'm not entirely sure this anime game really should be telling that story, but I mean, I guess anime game stories tell that sort of thing all the time, but
If I was just a good girl,
yeah, I don't think that's how that works.
Mom wouldn't have been killed. All of this, is all my fault.
But yes, I get that children get confused. So I will allow it. This once.
Why me?
Also, Shoku sounds like a dickhead.
Hey, haven't you had enough?
Why me?
I'm not married, so take this with a grain of salt, but it's not just you, right? Doesn't every family have a tough time raising children?
Our child is abnormal.
Abnormal?
ever since she was a baby. No child should cry at night as much as she did. No child should dislike buggy rides that much. No child should ask to be picked up and hugged all the time. She's still abnormal even now. Other children would have learned to clean up after themselves by now. They would be studying, going to bed on time, waking up on time. Yet why is my little girl?
She sounds like a normal kid to me. Maybe the problem isn't with Mizuki. Maybe it's you.
I'm doing more than anyone.
You're the pup right now.
Our child is stupid, brain dead, abnormal.
Dante, honey, you can't work her up like that.
The bar counter. There is one bar. It's a menu. It has writing on the back. There were bottles of alcohol on the shelf. A beer tap. There were bottles lined up on the counter. Whiskey in a jarro. There's a poster on the wall. A flyer. Painting of Saint Sebastian. Specials are written on the chalkboard. You should scold her.
Hey, Shoko, no. There, I scolded her.
Thanks, Mama. What do you think?
I think she's loaded. Let her get this off her chest.
I'll take a drink.
You sure you aren't drinking too much, honey? If you pass out, there's no way I can control her.
Where's Mizuki now?
Sleeping at home, not knowing that her mother is crying her eyes out because of her.
Listen to the rest of the story.
I quit my job for that girl. I threw away the career that I built with my own hands. I raised my child at the expense of my own life. But one little slap.
Are you hitting your kid?
She said that before.
There's nothing I can do. I have no choice. I know you should never raise your hand to a child. I know that. But I have a good reason. She doesn't listen to me, so what else am I supposed to do?
That's not a good reason.
What the hell do you mean, what am I supposed to do? That's no reason to hit a child.
So of course she starts crying, and it's so irritating that I have to hit her again to get her to stop.
Okay, Shuka's a monster.
And Mizuki cries and cries some more. Why are you crying? If you're gonna cry, why didn't you just listen to me in the first place? Then I wouldn't have to hit you. Stupid Mizuki. Stupid girl. It's not my fault. Everything is her fault.
Have you talked to Renju about this?
I'm trying. I'm trying harder than anyone. Why doesn't anyone see that? Why doesn't anyone understand?
Dante.
Why are you telling me off?
Yeah, I'll talk to Renju about this.
It was my misunderstanding.
What do you mean?
I thought that mothers love their children unconditionally. But some mothers just can't do that. Well, no. Maybe she does love her. But she has a hard time of it. Shoko was never hugged by her mother. Not because her mother wasn't around. She was raised to never develop a sensitivity to affection. No hugs, no piggyback rides, nothing. Maybe that's why she doesn't know how to love Mizuki.
I'm gonna hazard a guess and say it's probably not lack of hugs.
When an animal raised in captivity gives birth, sometimes it just doesn't know how to raise its young. It's just like that.
Sure? Bar counter. The bottles lined up on the counter. There are bottles of alcohol on the shelf. There's a menu, it's got writing on the back. What do you think?
Why are you asking me about raising a child,
Yeah, good point.
Really? You're not even going to say, oh no, Mama, you'd be a great mother.
There's a post on the wall. Time to close tonight.
When you two are done talking, that's when I'll close up.
Sorry about this.
Apparently he feels bad about Shoko.
But that doesn't mean she's blameless in all this. Someone has to put a stop to it.
If I could have, I would have done it a long time ago.
What about counseling?
I did recommend that. She told me, I'm not sick. Why should I go see a doctor? Mizuki is the problem. Mizuki is the sick one.
Have you contacted the like child services or something like that? I don't know what that's called in Japan. I feel like there's probably an official place. Maybe it's best if Mizuki... I mean, I guess that's what happened. Mizuki and Shoko were separated.
No, Mizuki would never leave Shoko. She wouldn't hear of it. Mizuki and Shoko are practically attached at the hip.
Even with all of the hitting?
Yes. Even if she's abused on a daily basis, even if she's treated like garbage... Maybe. Mizuki is hungry for love. She craves praise and attention and physical affection. She wants it from her mother. That's why she's so attached.
Have you found... No, you know what, that would have been... I was going to say, have you looked for somebody else? But, yeah, that's kind of a complex deep dive, and obviously, yeah. That's unfortunate. Couldn't you step in and take over the parenting? Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, that's...
I have a company now.
Lemniscate.
And we're at a crucial stage of development. I can't take even a single second out of my day to deal with a kid.
Hey, that's your daughter you're talking about. Maybe because you two can't cooperate on raising a child, Shoko is having trouble coping.
That might be it. Maybe this is partially my fault.
Okay, I'm sorry, but I'm just gonna say it. You two are both awful parents. I knew about the whole thing. That's why 4 years ago, I decided to start taking care of Mizuki. Mizuki, you did nothing wrong. Don't blame yourself. It's not your fault. Not one single thing was your fault.
I shouldn't have gone to the fairground. Well... Let's get the hard places out the way, I guess. This marble... Hang on.
So that's the situation.
I see.
This is one that I thought
Someone
this...
with an injured left leg, huh?
Okay, no, I was trying to go to the other murder scene, but I got it the wrong place. Refrigerator... Sorry, I'll stop.
Hey, Dante, are you ever gonna eat those leftovers you're keeping in the fridge?
Extra content because I clicked on things in the scene.
I'll get to it. Shut up.
About Mizuki.
I never got to tell you, but I think she's very cute. I could just eat her up.
Okay.
Oh, don't worry, sweetie. I only really want to eat men. Oh, Dante, what are you making me say?
You said that on your own.
Oh, come on. Isn't a gentleman supposed to cover for a lady's slip of the tongue?
Who is the lady Mama is referring to?
Be quiet, Iba.
Don't ask me.
Hmm. Know anything about the new Cyclops serial killings?
I've looked into it, but I still don't have anything useful for you. The case is still as fresh as a young man's juices.
What does that mean?
I have no idea.
About the cupboard with the injured leg.
Sorry, no idea.
Damn. I thought you, of all people, would know something.
I am an informant, but really dangerous information doesn't just come rolling in here. But I promise, I'll keep my eye out for anything.
Please do.
And if I find something, you have to take a bath with me.
Absolutely not.
Oh, why not?
Because you take up all the hot water.
That's your issue?
Be quiet, Iba.
I promise I won't. I'll even take the costume off.
It's a costume?
Mm-hmm. And I look good without it.
What's in the backpack?
Hey, Mizuki. What's inside that backpack you always have on you?
Why?
I'm just curious.
Well, water, dehydrated bread, chocolate, biscuits, a flashlight, a hand charger, Swiss Army knife, a candle, matches,
Dehydrated bread.
triangular badges, a first aid kit, whistle, portable toilet, a plastic bag, duct tape, a grenade, a magnet, disposable hand warmers.
Dehydrated bread.
Do you have an entire disaster relief kit in your bag?
Better safe than sorry. I'm ready for anything.
Perhaps I misheard, but wasn't there an illegal item in there?
Dehydrated bread.
Right, the Swiss Army knife. Yeah, I'll look the other way.
No, not used to Mama.
No, I am.
You sure? You still look a little scared.
A little.
Oh, they are strange, yeah?
Wah!
Haha, scaredy cat.
Laughing at me.
Yeah, because it was funny.
I'm going to expose your browser history.
What?
7 ways to take home a cabaret girl. 3 minutes with a married woman.
Stop, stop! I'm sorry.
There are 6 other ways. Doesn't seem important. Time to go.
Thanks for the chat, Mama.
Oh, leaving already?
I have an investigation to finish, but I'll be back.
You are so impatient, even though you take your time in bed.
Don't say things like that.
In bed? What does that mean?
You don't need to know. Let's go.
Right. Yeah, this game can be occasionally problematic, and I don't want to give it excuses to do so. Was it Sunfish Pocket then, was what I was thinking. Obviously, I don't think she has a problem with gay people. I just think the game is going to use it as an excuse to make off-color jokes. I visited Sunfish Pocket with Mizuki, where Renju was killed. Once again, I looked for any clues we might have missed.
I guess it was a waste of time.
Yeah, I didn't find any clues.
It's just the one counter. I'm sorry for bringing you here. Again.
Because this is where Daddy's corpse was? I told you before, it's fine.
So, Everyone knows Charlie Brooker from. I know he does the yearly thing nowadays, but obviously people know him from Black Mirror. I know him actually from PC Magazine back in the day, but he also did a police show, like a two-parter, and 2 series of it. I've forgotten what it's called. A Touch of Cloth it's called that. And one of the jokes in Touch of Cloth is they keep changing the tense. So they go, oh yeah, did you like biscuits? And it's like, oh, biscuits is was his favourite. And like, it's an entire conversation where that happens like every time, because that's it's a really good parody of British detective shows, because the widower will always do that slip up, because they don't consider, you don't past tense somebody you know immediately. You'll slip up.
I was the one who said I wanted to come with you, so...
My favourite running joke in that is they go to a scene and one of the detectives goes, "Sir, I think you want to see this," and it's always just like like a magazine, like a nudie magazine or something like that, and he's like, "Very good," goes back to his work, but it's like, it's always done in like the most serious way. "Sir, I think you'll need to see this," and it's like a page 3 calendar or something. Can you think of anything?
Not really.
A table. Can't find any clues on it. A trident. An empty wooden box. A chair. A rusty drum. A doorway to the kitchen. I wish they could save up the lives we were trying to save. It's a light that looks like a jellyfish. Probably not a clue. Pictures of maids on display.
Which one is your type, Dante?
Where is this coming from?
Just tell me.
Well, let's see.
Wow, you're really thinking about it? Disgusting.
You asked.
It's on display. Pick one. I'd say the second one from the left, from the top row. Of course it came... yes, of course. That one there, that's his type, apparently. I can't see from here. Not very well, anyway. The door. Security cameras. Store's menu.
Ryugu water, 980 yen. 980 yen?
Yep.
For water?
Not just water, seawater.
That's worse.
You can't even drink it.
Well, man, you can probably drink some of it. You just have to drink water with it. See the kitchen back there. Nothing suspicious here. Store signboard. It says Sunfish Pocket. Let's get going.
Yeah, nothing we can do here.
That's the reception desk. Have you seen anyone with an injured left leg?
Nope, sorry. But I did see a guy who had legs like a horsehair crab.
Pardon?
What? Sounds horrifying.
Do you have any memories of Venju here?
sometimes we would talk when I came over to hang out.
What kind of things did you talk about?
Nothing special. The usual.
The usual?
Are you doing well? Have you been eating right?
Ah, so that's the usual.
There's an abstract painting hung up.
Oh, I asked someone about that earlier. It's like lionfish and shag carpet or something.
About the person with the injured leg.
Mizuki, could you go to the office?
I've got no body anymore. I'm like a character from that gun shooting game from the top down.
Ask them if they've seen anyone with an injured left leg.
Got it.
Mizuki ran into the office. After a while, returned dejected.
Looks like it didn't go well.
No.
Check out Renju's office.
Good idea. You might find something important in there.
Mizuki and I investigated Renju's office, but I didn't find anything that could be a clue.
Damn, no hits.
Do not be discouraged. Bad days and sore feet are part of the job.
Time to earn my paycheck, I guess.
Buy better shoes. Sorry, I'm sure I could get away with asking both those questions, but I just thought it'd probably be quite unprofessional to do so. I guess we're going to the shrine? Why is the shrine even... I guess he's a subject. A suspect. Hurt my shoulder. I don't know how I did that.
Huh? Why are we at the shrine? Did you come here to pray that you find the criminal?
No, I don't believe in God.
Wow, how edgy teen of you.
Don't call me a teen. You're 12.
Well, you said that you got the shoulders of a 40-year-old.
That's not even remotely similar.
So why are we really here?
I sometimes come here when an investigation stalls.
He didn't say anything edgy teen.
It helps me think. Sometimes I even solve the case from here. This is a quiet, peaceful little spot in the middle of a violent city. It's calming. It keeps all of the bad thoughts away.
Didn't expect you to be such a poet.
I mean, it'd be edgy if he was like going up to other religious people and telling them their God's not real. That's what an edgy teen does, right?
You could at least call me a romantic.
Same thing.
They're not at all the same thing. It's the difference between someone who's frugal and someone who's cheap.
What?
You're stubborn about weirdly specific things.
About your training.
Coming here reminds me of when I trained you.
Yeah. It's been a while since we came here last.
I have nothing more to teach you. Let us see the results of your training.
Leave it to me!
Begin!
How's that?
Well, this is on you.
Huh?
Hey! What are you two doing?
Mizuki! Run for it!
Wait for me!
About the bullies. Did you murder them?
By the way, whatever happened to those kids who bullied you?
Oh, did I not tell you?
No, you haven't said anything about it. I didn't want to pry.
They stopped bugging me as soon as I threatened to fight back. They targeted some other kids instead. They did terrible things.
Maybe you should have hit them then.
So
But I don't advocate it, but
I broke all their front teeth.
Oh, you did.
Jeez.
Hey, since we're here, let's go into the shrine.
I told you, I don't believe in that stuff.
Come on, come on!
What are the lion things called? They've got a name.
What did you ask for?
Not a pangolin. It starts with an X, I think.
To leave this boring place as soon as possible.
You decided to come here.
And you?
It's a secret.
I thought it'd be the place where the dude was. So.
When you tell people your wish, it won't come true.
Then why did you ask me?
Because if your dream doesn't come true, mine is more likely to.
You're more crooked than a hernia.
Huh? Anyway, where to next?
Offering box.
Hey, Mizuki. Do you think you could fit your hand into the box there?
Hey, Dante! Are you really a cop?
Shrine. The Shinto shrine. Looks rather solemn. Rope hanging from a bell.
Mr. Bell?
Mrs. Bell.
I see you two are getting along well.
Sacred straw rope. What? Oh, I want to see the cat dog. There it is. Tell me the name. Tell me the name of the guardian dog.
Why do these dog statues always have one with its mouth open and one with its mouth closed?
See, that's the thing I didn't know. I've been taught a thing.
Good question. Maybe the one with his mouth open is going, ah, and the one with his mouth closed is going, You're the one who asked.
This is where Iris and Ota almost got killed, right? It gives me goosebumps.
You scared? That's rare.
How's your leg, buddy?
You need to chill.
You need to get better jokes.
Oh, I understand. Chill, meaning both cold and relax. A pun intended.
Okay, Iber, I swear you've shown that you can talk like a normal person.
Don't explain it, it's embarrassing.
Elves packed with cardboard boxes, nothing that could be a clue. A policeman. A cop, it looks cold. Why would you think that? That's really weird. Really cold policeman. Video camera on a laptop. This is what a criminal used to stream, but it will be difficult to identify them with these. Forklift is stopped. It doesn't look like if it's been moved in years. I don't know if it has anything to do with what happened this morning. Ice cutting machine. This was here before the crime. This is the workbench Iris was lying on. I can't find any clues here. Evidence marker. The little marker that puts track... You know, you track evidence with it. There are only a few items on the shelf. In this warehouse not in use. Forklift. Don't see anything special about it. Wooden box on the
What
shelf.
would happen if I put you in that box and then soaked it in gasoline and then lit it on fire?
I'd die, obviously. Well, you couldn't fit me in the box anyway.
Oh. I'll just cut you into pieces then.
There's a cardboard box on the
What
floor.
would happen if I put you in that box and then dropped a 5-ton weight on it?
I'd die, obviously. Jeez, do you want to kill me?
I would collect a lot of insurance.
Aren't you going to get insurance anyway? You'd still be on your parents' insurance. And your dad owned a big company. There's a cardboard box on the floor, it's empty. Wooden box on the shelf, it's empty.
Ota was down around here, right?
Correct.
The bloodstains there must belong to Ota.
Correct.
No, wait. That's where the polar bear's leg was pierced by the hook.
Dante, I've analyzed the blood. The bloodstain here is not from a single person. 2 different blood types are present. One of them is most likely Ota's, the other.
Hey, do you have DNA forensics on that bloodstain?
Shit, I should have talked to him first.
Of course, yeah.
Should have talked to him first.
I already sent it to the lab to be analyzed. I'm just waiting to hear back.
Why are you waiting?
Because that blood is from Ota Matsushida's wound, right? I didn't think there was any need to rush the results.
Tell them we need it analyzed urgently. Highest priority. The culprit's blood is mixed with Ota's.
Yes, sir. Understood.
Damn it, I didn't get to talk to him.
You did it, Dante.
Hang on. Why can't I go into the menu? I'm gonna save my progress. Then I wanna load an autosave. I wanna